do you think engagement is even more important now if we're kind of looking at what's going on in the world with COVID and all the things where employees have to be remote? Do you think it's even more important now to have engagement and focus on culture?
I think, again, talking just about the journey, we weren't as focused on that in the beginning. So from that really March, April, May, just getting people set up, and I think most companies were doing the same thing. It was, how do we work remotely? For those companies, how are we going to just survive? It was really survival mode.
Kidding.
Yes. Now we're kind of in this new norm where this is our life. It is going to be the remote economy for a while.
Yeah.
And in the remote economy, there's going to be a hybrid. Some people may be in an office, but the majority are working from home. And so if there was ever a time where we need to focus on engagement and culture and how we bring our teams together, I think now is the time.
Yeah.
And we all are getting used to video. And I think video is now the way of life.
Yeah.
But it can also be very isolating even when you're working from home through Zoom calls or any other kind of video. It still can be very isolating.
Yeah.
And so that's where we are in this journey, I think, in this new norm, whatever that new norm is about how do we reward, how do we recognize, how do we engage with each other, how do we do things in a way that replaces exactly what you were saying before, that drive-by, that walk-by, that casual conversation that
we were so used to having.
Exactly. Yeah. That casual conversation.
Can't do that anymore. No.
That's
I also
right.
think it's important even more often, surveys has always been part of cultures as well. I think it's even more important to do like little pin tests in terms of how employees are doing and getting survey results and creating that kind of communication.
Exactly.
As part of the journey, the cultural journey, and refining how you're engaging and communicating with employees. You can't do what you used to, 100%.
Exactly, and especially with a small business.
Oh.
I mean, we're 55 employees.
Yeah.
The majority of us being in a building, working together. And that's changed, and for a lot of small businesses that has changed, and they've never had to deal with remote workers before. So it's new for small businesses to even have to deal with, how do I do that?
Yeah.
And so the tools and the things that we've been using, like our platform and our reward and recognition and points-based and our social feed and all the tools that are available that we've been using is what's helping to bridge that gap.
Yeah, don't you love that in our High Five program, the ability to connect and celebrate each other's daily projects or whatever is going on in their life, and they feel like they are part of a bigger community when they do that. And I think culturally that's really important right now for small businesses to have the employees have that connectivity and that communication, because they don't have much going on. Everybody is at home.
Everybody's at home.
Yeah.
Everybody's at home.
So,
and one of the things, Anita, I know you know this, is we've been doing this employee spotlights. And it's so interesting because each week it's so much fun. And it's on the platform, and it allows you, we get 5 clues throughout the day, and I'm 9 times out of 10, I'm so surprised. I'm like, I didn't know that about so-and-so. I didn't know that about them. Yeah. So even just utilizing the platform to bring us together and to know each other in a more personal way has been very, very helpful. Yeah. And that also helps with the engagement because you're bringing people to the platform to be able to use that. And I think that that's been terrific.
Yeah.
And even some of the questions that we ask, what was your first car? What is your favorite snack food? What is, just even asking some of those questions, we're all seeing.
Snack food has probably changed after COVID.
That's probably true. No more dipping sauces, right? Or sharing. But those types of things, and so for small businesses, now is the time to definitely look at some kind of a solution, a platform, a program to put in place to replace that drive-by that isn't happening anymore.
I agree. If I was going to invest in anything, it would definitely be the ability to communicate better, engage better, and create better culture through all of this.